It's the author that I gift the most books to founders. It's the guy named Robert Greene. He's he's the author of 40 Laws of Power, 33 Strategies of War, The Art of Seduction, Mastery, Laws of Human Nature, and so forth. And he talked. I was listening to an interview of his from him yesterday, where he talks about like how did his life change from him being a multi-million dollar best-selling author to having a stroke and being debilitated, and then having and continue to ship books after that, and how he beat suicide, and how that made him a better author because he was a very independent person that technically had made it right. He had enough money to travel anywhere he wanted, eat anywhere he wanted, do whatever he wanted, and then had a big health problem. And the conclusion of that, I think that correlates with what you're talking about in terms of living life in a way where you think you're invincible or being a little reckless, is that it's very difficult to learn important lessons from success. And typically success it doesn't teach you that much. And he was talking about when he was another book that he had is where the 40 Laws of Power. It was a very popular book. It was his first book and probably the most popular one ever. Is that then he wrote a book with 50 Cent called The 50th Law. And then the first draft of that book was rejected, and it wasn't and he was like, that actually kept me grounded. It made me more humble. I learned that I wasn't the best, like this the super amazing shit that I thought I was. And then he said that's how it works in life in general. He even talks about Napoleon, in terms of like he had probably like the best decade in terms of success all the way until he makes himself emperor, and then his falling out because he lost humility.